Hello, man cavers. We're back in the shop. As you can see behind me, I got the Cyclone here. Going to start cleaning it up, doing a little bit to it today, but one thing I wanted to bring you up to date on real quick. I know I promised not a whole lot more of these other things, and we were going to do more with the Cyclone, which I'm still going to try to do, but just a quick update. I have moved my, some of you probably seen it, but put a couple snips up here and there of little laser engraver that I had picked up a while back, and I moved it over to the shop now. Got it kind of working pretty good. So what I've been doing is I've got an old toolbox that I repurposed to mount this on, and it doesn't look pretty right now, but I'm going to show you hopefully a before and after of where we're going to end up at. Some of you, maybe like me, you acquire some things and you try to repurpose things, and I was going to build a custom cabinet and all that kind of stuff for this, but I've decided to go this route, which I still may build an enclosure for, and if I do, I'll definitely include you on that, but here's what we got. All right, so I had this old Craftsman toolbox laying around. The drawers were bent up, messed up, that kind of stuff. So what I did was I actually pulled all the drawers out, straightened out the slides, got it so it opens and closes. Hoping actually this box will serve as a place to store any jigs, that kind of stuff I make for the laser. Help out all the way around. All I did was I built a little wooden base to make everything level on the bottom, and then I attached this piece of waste board on the top. Now I have my grate here that I use when I'm usually burning stuff, but sometimes I need a little bit more room, or I just want to burn straight on the board where I could screw down jigs and stuff. So I've got that set up and doing that, and then I actually attached the a mount here that I'm going to mount an all-in-one computer to, and then I'm going to make a new board here, because this used to house a laptop. I used to have 2 monitors on this one also, but I don't have a need for 2. So I'm going to make a new panel here to put the regular keyboard and mouse on, so it's wide enough for that. And on the back there's a little bit of overhang, and right now what I'm in the process of doing is I'm going to make a shelf to go back here to mount all the air pump. I bought a power strip on an extended power cable and everything, so everything can be plugged in and run straight off of this. Plus I can roll around and move it. So let me give you a quick little update on what I was able to accomplish yesterday. Did not get to work on the Cyclone. Promise you that's coming up hopefully next weekend. If nothing comes up, I'll be able to do a little bit more with that. But here's what I did get done today. All right, here you go. As you can see, I had the toolbox and stuff set up before, and it was a black and red Craftsman. I don't know about you, but I don't like that black and red color, so I wanted to paint it to look like the other boxes in the shop. So I sanded it down, did all that stuff. I didn't go into to extreme detail on it, but it turned out pretty good, I think. So made the shelf for the back for the power supplies and stuff to mount on. Got my wiring and stuff cleaned up. Still have to work on the wiring for the keyboard, but I'm going to make a new tray for it to mount on there. But the computer is on. I like my Lenovo's. I did do the custom build on my other machine, but as far as a store-bought, computer and laptop and stuff, Lenovo makes some really good stuff. Now this is an all-in-one unit, and if you're not really familiar with all-in-ones, it's basically a laptop and a computer screen. This one is a touch screen, so I'm looking forward to using it with the laser. But if you're not familiar with all-in-ones, usually they have a mount that bolts on right here, and you don't really have any other way to mount these things. So what I did was I designed up a little bracket here and 3D printed it out, and to bolt it up onto a regular arm. You see a little bit more here, but if you're interested in that, I can always upload the file to Thingiverse or something. I've been using this mount for quite some time. I have one that I set up for my wife. She's got a dual monitor set up, and she still runs the Lenovo. So, and it's been on there 4 or 5 months, I guess, and no issues. I mean, it works great. I mean, granted, she's not grabbing it and yanking on it all the time and stuff, but it works really good. All right, so there's the laser. It's set up on the table. I do hope to make an enclosure for it, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of made things a little bit bigger. But for right now, we're going to run it like it is. I got some other little parts that I want to make. I got sidetracked on a couple of little projects over the weekend. No big deal. Came over here, helped my buddy with his stuff a little bit, and I'll show you that. But he's got a golf cart over here that he's been working on. It was an old gas-powered golf cart, and the motor blew up in it. So he made the mount and stuff to go on here to mount a Predator on. So we got a Predator, or he got a Predator 459 to put on here, and he's been having a time with it, honestly. He had an issue with it right after we started the thing up. It had like some clearances and stuff weren't right in it, so we pulled the side cover off of it and found that a little bit of scarring inside the side cover. I'm not sure what that's all about. Let's see if I can get you a shot of that here. Let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but you know, you can see there where there's a little bit of scarring. So I may have to set this up in the milling machine and touch that up. I'm not sure. But one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to try the 3D scanner on it. And I did one scan in just a geometry style, and it turned out pretty good. I'm going to try another one here shortly in a color. And if it turns out good, I'll add it onto this video also. But yeah, that's a little bit of what we've been doing. This is the way it comes in, especially if you're looking at the color mapping option. And you see, you know, it scans a lot of other stuff. You can see kind of the background and all. So what you have to do is you have to go in and clean up all this stuff that you don't want. For me, all I was wanting was this outside outline. I had the measurements of stuff so I could scale it, and we can bring it into the Fusion 360. But this is what I wanted. So after we got done with that, I cleaned it up and ended up with this file here that will open, and this is the file that I thought would work best, but after messing with this some, actually what I ended up bringing into the Fusion 360 was the original, and I'll show you why I ended up doing that. Let's see here. There's a side cover one. So here's what it looked like when it came in originally. And like I said, I didn't end up using the other stuff I cleaned up because I ended up figuring out there's not much need in it if you're going to do what I was trying to do here, which was just make a gasket for this. So what I did was I took this image, I scaled it after I brought it in off of measurements that I received off of this bearing surface, some cross dimensions and stuff that I had in here to make sure everything scaled out like it was supposed to. And after that was done, I came in and created a sketch around this, and that allowed me to put the holes here. Now, of course, I took measurements off of the original piece to make sure my hole diameters and stuff were the same. And then as I created my sketch, you can use the line tool, and you can actually take these points and pull them and make them fit the contours that you want it to fit. So I did that, and all in all, it did not take very long to draft this out. One of the things I did do, which I don't show here to start with, was I created an offset plane because I didn't want to try to go off of this surface, because then we would have been interfering with the gear and stuff that was in there, which it doesn't matter. I mean, I was not trying to. All I was using was this stuff back here for a guide. So we can turn that off. Turn off the offset plane, and now you can actually see this actual body here that we sketched out, and take the sketch lines off, and that's what we ended up with. This I was able to export out as a DXF file, and then saved it to my I had to put it in Lightburn, double check the dimensions and stuff. So there are a couple of steps you have to go through. Did cut it out of a piece of construction paper and
and checked it, and it was more so just to see how everything would fit, and it worked out great. So if y'all would like a little bit more information on that stuff, just drop me a line, and I'll see if I can do some more. But there'll definitely be some brackets and fixtures and some scans that I'm gonna do with the Cyclone project, and that's why I'm trying to get some of this stuff ready. But anyway, let's get back to the remainder of the cart, and we'll go from there.
Like I said, Cyclone, nothing really new with that, but I hope to get a little bit more involved in that in the next video. But yeah, like, subscribe, let me know if you got any questions on anything. I know it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I do like to repurpose what I have, and I just couldn't see having a toolbox just sitting in the corner and not doing anything. So anyway, I appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy. If you got any questions, like always, if you got any questions, drop them down in the comment below, and I'll try to reply back as soon as I can. And y'all have a great day.